This is John Pennington, a physician assistant at Skagit Regional Health. He works up there in Mount Vernon and in the Arlington location. And he got his degree and he got his education at the University of Washington down in Tacoma through the medics program. For my project, the misconception that we have to do for this project is going to be the idea of that PAs are inferior to doctors. And myself, my dad is a physician assistant, and I want to show that there's a lot of things are similar, a lot of things are different. PAs only have 2 years instead of 7 years for doctors. It's expensive to hire doctors, and it's cheaper to hire physician assistants. Supervised, many special abilities, flexible schedules. They have a lot of things that make it more appealing to someone who doesn't want to spend 7 years of their life in schooling and get a job in medical and be a healthcare provider. But they have a lot of things in common also. They're both take medical history, examine, diagnose, and treat patients, order and interpret lab tests. They all really do a lot of the same stuff. And if you look here, physicians are going to be typically making more money than physician assistants, but less time invested in schooling and training, which ranges 5 to 7 years for a physician assistant and 12 plus years for physician. Now for the interview with John Pennington, physician assistant. Have you ever been treated differently in the medical community because you are a PA?
Absolutely. The misconception of being a PA is based on people don't know what we do.
Yeah.
All the way from I've been treated like a scribe, to take notes for a doctor and to sign notes and then do all the orders and paperwork for them and not really make any decisions. And on the other hand, my current job, I provide good health care. I see and evaluate patients. I write my own orders. I do my own charts. It's different from place to place.
So why should a patient see you and not a doctor in some circumstances? Why would a patient want to come see you and not a doctor?
Why they should come see me and not a doctor is usually based on access to care.
Yeah.
Which means we're easier to get in with, and we have all the knowledge and skill set to answer their questions, to treat their conditions. We're a lot easier to get in with, and then insurance reasons as well. The medical community, it's not as expensive to see us.
Why are PAs seen lesser than doctors in the eyes of patients in some circumstances?
Mostly, they're uninformed.
Yeah.
On what a PA is. And because they're not, the whole world for the longest time has been very clear on what a doctor is. My profession is misunderstood. And so people think that if you're not a doctor, then there's nothing else out there that could be a healthcare provider. And so commonly I'm viewed as a nurse or a medical assistant, somebody who checks your vitals or writes notes for you. I'm a healthcare provider. I do everything a doctor can do.
So do you have any examples of times where you've been treated differently or been looked at differently in the eyes of patients or the medical community?
Yeah, both sides of it, really. I've had recently a situation where a patient said, "Oh, so you're training to become a doctor?" I said, "No, I'm a physician assistant. I'm a healthcare provider, fully licensed and credentialed just like a doctor would be." And so we went through the visit, and then when the visit was over, the patient said, "Someday you're going to make a great doctor." I don't want to be a doctor. I'm at the top of my profession, but even in an educational setting, to try to tell the patient and educate them on what my profession is, it's really hard to describe, and people just don't get it. Yeah. On the other side, I've had patients be like, "I'm so glad I came to see a PA today. You take more time with me. You explain things with me. I couldn't get in to see my doctor for 6 weeks, and I could get in to see you next week.
Yeah.
I'm very glad that I saw a PA today. And if it were up to me, I would always see PAs." I've heard that countless times. Doctors are faster, quicker, trying to see more patients because of that misconception. I have an opportunity to sit down and really chat with someone. And a lot of times that's very important.
Yeah, I read an article about how a lot of time the patient comes to see PAs because of, number one, their bedside manner, about how they're treated, the time they take. They mainly come see them for the service, and then how they're going to be treated. Number one reason why they see PAs, and then for seeing doctors is mainly because of the skill set that they have. or it's a type of doctor. Like you want to go, you have problems with your heart, go see a cardiologist. You just more specific, more information. People who doctors, because they have more schooling, they want to go see them because they might know more about the situation. But I read that 57% of the time that the patient wants to come see a PA because of that, because they want to see someone who's going to give them the best care.
Absolutely, and that's what we aim to do. I do have that skill set. I wouldn't be able to practice medicine if I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I'm supervised by doctors. I'm able to chat to doctors and relay stuff. The better I know how to do things, the better our access to care and our patient care is. So it's in my best interest in my profession to know everything that doctor knows. And if I don't, it's a continual learning thing to pursue, to continue to learn that and grow. And that's the service I provide myself and my patients.